Hi everybody and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist and internationally published author, helping take your life and your business, your health, fitness, mindset and body from where you are right now to where it is that you want to be. And I want to talk to you today about greatness being on the other side of pain. Greatness is on the other side of pain. Any area of your life that you want to achieve, you must go through pain in order to achieve the pain, in order to achieve the greatness. You cannot expect to be great at anything that you do and have a road of uninterrupted success. You cannot do it. Anyone that you know that has been successful, I guarantee you this, that there has been a lot of pain that they have gone through. Me personally, I understand the fact that success only comes through pain because I look at those maybe 4 or 5 most painful moments in my life, and I'm sure you can think of your own, where I've gone through the absolute lowest of lows, thinking, how can I pull myself out of this? But upon reflection, knowing that it's only because I went through that pain that it helped create the person that I am here today. I needed to feel the pain to go through the growth, to climb out of the hole, to get to the greatness that I wanted to get to. It means that you may go through years and years and years of setbacks, years and years of failure and pain and suffering. But as long as you keep following what's important to you and you keep growing and you stay passionate about what it is that you truly want to do, it doesn't matter how much pain you go through, because, as Rocky says, it doesn't matter how many times you get hit. You get back up. You get knocked down, but you get back up and you keep trying. And I think if you tackle whatever it is that you feel so passionate about, that you know that this is what you've been put on this planet to do, then it doesn't matter how much suffering you go through, because it's so important to you to be able to succeed on your terms. The fact that you are going to go through pain means that you are winning. If you are in a place in your life right now where you are going through pain, then I would say open your arms to it, welcome it, wrap your arms around it and embrace it and say, because I am here, because pain is showing up for me right now, that means I'm getting closer. I'm getting one step closer. If you are not feeling any pain or discomfort right now, then you're not doing enough. You're not digging deep enough to push yourself to that higher level. Greatness is just beyond that most painful moment that you're experiencing. And if you're thinking that I've gone through pain and I keep going through pain, I'm not getting that greatness, then maybe it's just not your turn yet. Maybe it's just not your time. One thing I've learned about myself is that it seems to take me way longer than anybody else to do the same thing. I don't know why that is. It's just the way that it is. Is that true? Well, it's true for me through my eyes, through my perceptions, and you're going to have a different perception of your own reality. This is, I think, about episode 288, something like that. My Rob Evans 365 podcast is up to episode 1048, I think it is today. And I remember when I recorded my very first podcast and I had one listener. How do I know I had one listener? Because the one listener is one of my body transformation and health transformation clients, and I was trying to give her something extra each day so that I could support her in her goals. And I don't know how long she was just my only listener. And then I had 2 and 3 and 4 and so on and so on. But I remember doing the first time and I'm thinking, why am I only recording this for one person? And then I realized that if I can help one person, then that one person can maybe have an impact on someone else's life. Or maybe it's multiple people. And then maybe those people can go on and have an influence in other people's lives. And then what if I got 2 people? Well, then that same impact could happen. What if I got 3? What if I got 10? What if I got 1,000? What if I got 10,000? What if I could have a far-reaching impact bigger than I think I currently can? But there were times where I wanted to give up, and I thought, well, why even continue for this? I had people ask me, how long are you going to keep doing your podcast? I'm like, well, until I die. Because I believe it adds value to people. And I know it does, because I have people come to me and say, I listen to you every morning while I'm doing my workout. I listen to you every day because it helps get my mind right for setting myself up for success for the day. I'm just like everybody else. I go through pain. I'm going through painful things right now. But I've learned to harness them. I look at COVID and think about how much pain did we go through in March last year. March 23rd, 2020, we were locked down. We ended up being locked down for about 12 weeks. We were open for 2 weeks. We were shut down again for another about 12 weeks. So over the course of a 12-month period, we ended up being shut down for approximately 8 months. And I think about when it first happened and how painful and the uncertainty, and thinking about what impact was this going to have on my business. But upon reflection now, I can see that it was a beautiful gift for me, because it forced me to think differently. It forced me to change my business model and do things in a different way than I'd currently, well, at the time that I had done them. And that's not to demean the horrible impact that it's had globally in terms of economically, mental health, and the sad loss of life. I'm just talking it from a perspective of being in a painful situation and how you can also see the opportunity that exists in that painful moment. Many, many different examples like that. But I've learnt to understand that I've had to go through pain for year after year after year after year, and keep changing my approach, keep getting coaching, keep shifting coaches till I got to the right people and things started to align for me. Things were gelling. The hard work that I had been doing starting to pay off. And I think COVID has certainly helped that in the business and industry that I work in. COVID has definitely had an impact there in helping me be able to be more successful than I have been ever before. But what I'm doing year after year is building that mindset, building that work ethic, building that mental toughness in knowing that when I'm in pain, I know that there's growth about to happen. I know that I'm about to step up. I know that the greater version of me is about to come out by going through this pain. And when COVID hit, I said to myself, I don't want you to be the sort of person that just talks about stuff and doesn't do it. And I wanted to prove to my children so that they could see how success can still be created out of something that is really quite sad, really quite devastating in COVID. And they've seen that. Now, whether they look back in years to come and can see, wow, I remember that time, and I remember we did the homeschooling, and I remember Dad saying that this was one of his most successful time, and they can see my work ethic, and they can see the hard work that I'm doing and how it's paying off. And to me, that's one of the most beautiful gifts I think you can give your kids. If they can see how you work and the results that you're getting, then maybe some of that will rub off on them too. The resilience, the work ethic, the success, so that they can achieve the things that they want to achieve. And as painful as COVID was, and various other elements in my life, I mean, another really painful moment in my life was when I got divorced about 8 years ago. Very painful, very emotional, because there's children involved. Obviously, when you get married, well, my approach was, I'm marrying the love of my life. I will never leave this person. But as we know, things don't always go as you would plan. So it was an incredibly painful time for me. And I was resentful of the situation and the marriage breakdown for probably a couple of years. before I said, hey, stop playing the victim here. You've got to change your mindset. You chose to leave this relationship. You are creating the stories that you want to create about why you want to invite so many people to your pity party. But it's all on you. You didn't have to change. You didn't have to leave the relationship. You just chose to leave it. So now deal with it. I thought, okay, well, if I wanted different outcomes, I need to change my approach. I need to change my thinking. And this is going to sound really weird, what I'm about to say, but when I changed career from a chartered accountant, very busy lifestyle, into running my own business, my mindset was, you're a smart person, very intelligent, you don't have to work so hard to make this business successful. And I resented the fact that now I had to work hard to make it in this business. Because I thought, I never wanted to work hard. Now, how stupid does that sound? But that was my mindset at the time. Now, it's very different. But it took me a few years before I realised that I needed to dig deeper. I needed to work harder and stop telling yourself that you are resentful towards your ex-partner, ex-wife, because you chose to leave. Now, you can make up any story you like about the relationship and why it didn't work and whose fault it was and all that kind of stuff. I don't care who you are. Even in my situation, there are always two sides. And my reasons for leaving are on me. That doesn't mean that the other person's not a great person, and they will have reasons for them as to why I was the person at fault. Sometimes things just don't work out, right? But I knew in my heart of hearts that I needed to create a different version of myself if I was going to be successful in this life and in this business, and to go on and live a happy and fulfilled life and be the best version of a dad that I could be. It's taken a number of years to get there. And even so, I don't think I'm the greatest dad in the world. I don't think I'm the greatest business person in the world. But I am great at what I do, and I'm doing the best that I can, and I'm looking for growth every day, and I'm looking for a way to get better outcomes every day. And I know that when pain comes along, I say, thank you. Please come in. I'm going to use you to help take me to the next level. If you are not in pain, you're going to stand still. If you're not in pain, mediocrity is probably just knocking on the door. We don't want that. We want you to be as successful as possible. And greatness is on the other side of pain. Harness the pain. Go through the pain. Dig deeper, and you may not find the answers straight away. You may need to dig and dig and dig, maybe for a couple of years. It's been 10 years for me that I've been going through various bits of pain before I've said, yes, now you're being successful. 10 years. And I'll continue to go through pain, and I will welcome it. Because I know that every single time I've been in so much pain that you think, how can I go through any more pain? And you can, trust me. But I know now that if I take that pain, I can use it to my advantage. Because when it shows up, it's like life slapping you on the back of the head and saying, hey, you got to work harder. You got to work smarter. You can get better outcomes here. You can create a better life for you. You can do more. You can do better. But it's on you. And you've got to suck this pain up, and you've got to work out how to get a better outcome. One of the great ways and easiest ways to do that is to obviously get coaching, because your coach has been through it all before, and your coach can help shortcut this process. But please take away from this today, greatness is on the other side of pain. If you want to connect with me, please do. Go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, opt in for a free consultation there. Let's connect, let's have a conversation, let's make 2021 your best year yet. Harness the pain, people. See you tomorrow.